Welcome live to the Knoll Athletic Complex on the campus of Farmingdale State College, where this afternoon the NFHS Network presents the Nassau Class A Boys Basketball Final, featuring the top-seeded Spartans at 17-4, winners of 12 straight games against the third-seeded Cyclones of Southside with 16 consecutive wins. Good afternoon, everyone. Dylan Butler here. We are just about set for the start. Elmont's roster, or their lineup, I should say: Gus Lewis, Isaiah Barnes, Jordan Lawson, Emmanuel Asante, and Javon Santos, the starting five for head coach George Holub. Southside's starters: number 10, Quinn Shannon, Ryan Ledwith, number 12, the point guard, Jake Murphy, 21, Eamon McGowan, 25, and Jack McDonald, number 33, for head coach Jerry D'Angelo. Southside with possession first. They are a motion-oriented offense. A lot of cuts, a lot of screens. It's very difficult to defend, and it was at its best against Manhasset in the semifinals. Corner jumper, no good. And here comes Elmont. Conversely, Elmont wants to push the pace. Second chance for Lewis, and the foul. Foul called on Eamon McGowan, and Lewis will go to the line attempting the and one. Free throw by Lewis is good, and Elmont off to an early 3-0 lead. There's Ledwith with the ball. Again, a lot of movement here for this Southside offense. Losing it on the baseline, and here comes Elmont. And again, they want to push. Santos for three. Good. 6-0 start. Santos buries the three. And two empty possessions leads to points on the other end. 3-point shot off the rim. That was Shannon. And again, here comes Elmont. Lewis thinks about it. Takes the three. Oh, that is good. What a start for Elmont. Lewis has 6 of his team's 9. A 9-0 run to start the game. Cyclones need a response. There's Ledwith. He gets the ball right back. Elmont will play man. Ledwith, baseline. Rejected. And a foul called. Actually, a traveling violation called on Lawson. Elmont will use a lot of their bench. Again, they like to push the pace. They will go 8-9 deep. Southside not quite as able to do so. No foul called. Here comes Elmont. Santos pulls up. Foul line jumper. It's good. An 11-0 run to start. An ideal beginning for Elmont. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Elmont, no stranger to this game, of course, under head coach George Holub. 3-time county champions, 2011, 16, and 17. The 16 and the 17 games played against these same Cyclones of Southside. Southside looking for their first county title since 2012. 2 unbelievable games as well, 16 and 17. 16 was a double overtime thriller that Elmont won. In 2017, you had a buzzer beater at the end of regulation by Casey and Defo, and it was a 58-56 win. And again, it's a difficult start for the Cyclones. They lose the ball. And now Elmont looks to add to their lead. They go corner 3. And as you can hear from the student section to our immediate left, didn't hit the rim. Murphy hands off. Back out top for Shannon. 11-0 the start for Elmont. McDonald hands off to Ledwith. 10 on the shot. Ledwith double teamed inside McDonald. He's stripped, but it'll stay with Southside. 7 on the shot clock for the Cyclones. McGowan, short jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Asante. And now Elmont looks to push. Driving a layup is good by Barnes. 13-0 start. Now the Cyclones, they can shoot it. Here's the first 3 attempt, back iron, no good. That was by Shannon, so the deficit isn't danger territory yet, but certainly they want to get a basket. Scoop layup attempt. They thought they might have gotten one, but an offensive foul was called, a charge, and that's been the start thus far. Foul on McDonald, his first. And Gus Lewis, 6'3". So many players. There's Lewis again. Fakes the 3, drives. Scoop layup is good. He's got 8, and the lead is 15-0. Right now, Southside, they just need a point or points just to calm some nerves. Ledwith, top of the key. They go inside. The hook shot is in. Eamon McGowan with 2. That's a good response for Southside, and they'll show token pressure. 3-point shot, rims around, no good. Rebound goes to Elmont, and Isaiah Barnes with the putback. He's already got 4. The lead now 17-2. Ledwith pushes the pace. Goes down low, and a foul called. McDonald will go to the line. Foul was on Santos, his first, and McDonald, the 6'4" Maryland-bound lacrosse player, will go to the line. He's a captain, a 2-year varsity starter. First free throw is good. First sub as well for Southside. McDonald, the only points thus far, all 3 of them. 2-year all-conference player as well. Second free throw is good. So he's got 4, and the deficit is 17-4. Again, the chance of defense as Santos points out, looking for a screen. He gets one from Asante, explodes to the hole, and he is called for the charge. Some quick extracurriculars. Elmont looks to make a sub, but it looks like it didn't get there yet. First, they've got to get the foul call, and it is Santos' second. To Jaden Rayford, the 5'11" junior checks in. And here's Ledwith. Ledwith drive, scoop layup, no good. And Elmont can push. There's Lewis. Lewis. And he is called for the charge. What a great job defensively by McDonald. He had to keep his feet. He had to get good positioning. He did both. drew some contact, but more importantly for him, he gets the turnover. There's Ledwith, 2-year varsity player, all conference this year, hands off. Pericasoli. McDonald's looks for help. Finds Pericasoli, drives, double teamed. It's on the floor. A jump ball is called. It'll be Elmont ball. Spartans make another substitution. Lewis goes to the bench. Haven't seen the Elmont player's number just yet. I think it's Maldonado, number 5. It is. He swings it into the corner. Back out top for Barnes. Again, Southside tries to double the shooter at all times. Corner 3 is good. Right into the game. Maldonado into the score sheet as well. 20-4. Elmont lead. Ledwith. McDonald spins inside. Short jumper, no good. Big rebound. And the foul from behind will send Eamon McGowan to the line. Foul on Asante, his first, the team's third. McGowan comes in averaging a double-double, 16 and 12. 3-year starter, McGowan. And he knocks down both. Southside again shows 3-quarter pressure. Like a 2-1-2. Elmont able to beat it. Barnes looks for options. 3-point shot, back rim, loose ball rebound, and it goes to McGowan. Pulls it back, fires a pass to Ledwith, a little bit of a dangerous one. Ledwith able to pull it down. The bespeckled Ledwith, hands off. McGowan drives baseline, and he's fouled en route. Foul on Rayford, his first, the team's fourth. Ledwith back out to McGowan. McGowan leans in. Great cut to the basket. Pericasoli can't hold on, and it'll be Elmont ball. Southside coach Jerry D'Angelo looking for a foul on the play. We approach a minute left, first quarter. Corner 3, rims around, no good. Ledwith the rebound. He can push as we are under a minute. It's intercepted, though. And Rayford gets the and 1. McDonald is just confused. He doesn't think he even made contact. What makes it even worse for Southside is that is McDonald's second. He is beside himself at the call. He'll go to the bench, and Rayford will attempt the 3-point play. It was smart by Rayford. He recognized McDonald coming in from behind. The free throw misses, and he just kind of pumped the brakes for a split second, which I guess is where the contact came in. Driving through the lane was Murphy. He is fouled by Rayford, and he picks up his second. Elmont, as we saw in the semifinals against Jericho, they get a lot of guys who foul, but again, they use so much of their bench, very rarely would you even consider it foul trouble. Murphy short jumper, no good. And Elmont, they love to push it so much. They can hold to the last. There's like 0.5 seconds difference between shot and game. Lewis doesn't care. Drains the triple. Just a perfect start for Elmont. 25-6 is the lead. Southside looks to hold for the last. 5 on the game. McGowan for 3. Back rim no good. Loose ball putback is not good either. And that does it for the first 8 minutes. And what an opening 8 minutes it was for Elmont. They've raced out to a 25-6 lead here in the Nassau Class A Boys Basketball Final. And you're watching it on the NFHS Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
We're back here at the Nold Athletic Complex on the campus of Farmingdale State College. You got to wonder what longtime head coach George Hollop told his guys. Probably, how about 3 more quarters of that? Because again, I'm not a mathematician, but that's a 100-point potential there for Elmont. 25-6 is their lead after 8 minutes. Again, Elmont has won 12 in a row. They've come off a lopsided semifinal win over 4th-seeded Jericho. They won that game 92-64. They had 3 players in double-digit scoring. 2 more guys had 9 points apiece. And they emptied the bench midway through the 4th quarter. Little double whammy there for McGowan. He missed his shot, and then the reach-around foul as well. And that's 2 on McGowan. So McGowan and McDonald, 2 huge parts of this Southside team, both with 2 fouls apiece. Lewis doubled. They swing it out top. Dribble penetration and the kick. And then the offensive foul is called. It is on Maldonado. His first. 6 for the Spartans. So the next foul puts Southside in the single bonus. And the Cyclones are a very good free throw shooting team. That 3, no good. And again, missed 3s. And when you don't get the rebound, it allows Elmont to do what Elmont does best, which is get down the court. Big block, though, by Owen Mullen. And a foul called on Elmont. So it is the 7th team foul. And it's going to be a 1-and-1. Multiple subs into the game, and again, it's a 1-and-1 bonus. Griffin O'Shea will take it. He's a kid, Jerry D'Angelo says, probably our biggest at 205 pounds of all muscle. Offensive rebound allows Southside to reset. Shannon swings it down low. The hook shot inside by Owen Mullen. And this is the thing. If you're Southside, you've just got to chip away at the deficit. You're not going to get it all back in 1 and 2 possessions. But you need some stops on this end. That's been a struggle to this point. And an offensive foul called underneath, a push. That on Asante, and that's his second. And again, subs for Elmont, and another trip to the foul line. And the single bonus goes Owen Mullen. Mullen misses it, but the rebound is to Murphy. He pulls it out, quickly doubled. Back to Mullen, bounce pass, Ledwith. Open on our side is Quinn Shannon. Ledwith, the finger roll, doesn't get it to drop, and the rebound goes off of the Cyclones, so Elmont will have the ball. (25-8), the lead for Elmont. Winner of this game gets Amityville in the Long Island Championship. The Warriors are in the house scouting this game, fresh off their Suffolk overall championship. Lewis, turnaround jumper on the foul line. Filthy stuff by Gus Lewis. What a game he's off to. Another steal. Now Elmont looks like they've dealt with a little bit of adversity at the start of this quarter, and their lead is back to a comfortable one. Barnes drives, kicks it down low. And that's the thing about this team, Ndefo with the basket. They have so many contributors. You can make the argument for both teams as well, as fouled on his way up, taking the shot, was Mullen. So Mullen with the only point to this, points, I should say, plural, in this quarter. He adds to that. That foul, by the way, was on Maldonado, his second free throw, air ball. So similar to the semifinals, 4 different Elmont players with 2 fouls apiece. Is that bothering them? No, they've got a 20-point lead. Foul line, good job by Ledwith to read it, get in the passing lane, and now he goes. Ledwith, kick, 3-point shot off the rim by Shannon, and Lewis grabs the rebound. Gets it to Barnes, they quickly move it for a 3 of their own. That also off the rim, loose ball battle, and Shannon wins that battle. South side will have the ball. And Elmont will talk things over. It'll be a 30, so we'll keep it right here. Again, we mentioned Elmont and Southside. You see the Southside bench. They got here via a 73 to 53 win over Manhasset, the 7th seed. That was a little bit of revenge for the Cyclones, because Manhasset, who went on and won the Long Island Championship a year ago, defeated Southside in last year's postseason. But a balanced effort in that one. Jake Murphy, a huge second half in that game. He finished with 19 points, 14 for Ledwith, 12 for Quinn Shannon. And again, they rallied in that second half. They'll need to rally again, as off the timeout. Ledwith hands off. Driving under duress was Mullen. He couldn't get it to fall, and Elmont with the ball, 29-9 lead in the Nassau Class A boys basketball final. Barnes hands off, gets it right back, goes to Lewis. Super athletic Lewis, great jumper as well. They swing it again, it's 10 on the shot. Barnes drives, pulls up, no good. Loose ball rebound grabbed by Watkins, kicked it back out to Lewis. They go baseline again. And a foul was called on Mullen. Come on, Mr. Clean! That is Mullen's first, which sends Barnes to the line. 4 points in the first quarter and a 25-point quarter. His first rims out. McGowan back in for O'Shea. Second free throw, front rim, no good. Southside looks to push now. Ledwith pulls up, that's short. Now Elmont. Barnes. After a frenetic first quarter, certainly on the offensive end, Elmont looks like they're slowing things down a little bit. The teardrop in the lane, no good. Ledwith pushes the pace. Ahead, short jumper in the lane is good by Murphy. Murphy's first two. And he got a little bit of token pressure as Gus Lewis was doubled. You see the zone defense by Southside, and a hold was called. Foul called on Shannon, his first, the sixth team. So next personal foul against Southside will send Elmont to the line. Barnes in no hurry. Murphy inches closer. Kicks it. Finger roll, the teardrop, I should say, in the lane, no good. Murphy grabs it. Murphy looks to push, gets it on his left, and it also then went off his own foot. A conversation among the officials. They appear to be thinking differently, and decision made to give Elmont the ball. Again, Elmont, George Hollop kind of runs his team like an NBA team where there's a lot of rotation among his first, you'd say, 8 or so, maybe even 10. He's got that ability to go that deep. And on a bigger court, on the college court, for a team that loves to get up and down and run, that's a very big advantage. Barnes inside. Look at Ledwith. Just rip it down. And loose ball goes off the Cyclone, so it'll be Elmont ball. You love that hustle and heart by Ledwith. Double in the corner. Murphy tips it out, tries to get to himself, but Elmont gets the ball right back. Barnes. And in a very un-Elmont way, they've taken the air out of the ball here in this second quarter. 9 on the shot, under 2. Lewis for 3. Good. This kid is a future collegiate player. Gus Lewis, what a great jumper he has. Also, obviously, terrific size at 6'3". He is a senior. Foul line jumper off the mark. Lewis wants it right back. Steps up. College range 3, no good. Mullen with the rebound. They work the ball into the corner. Shannon, the senior, 2-year starter. And again, some miscommunication results in a turnover. Cyclones will again show some three-quarter pressure. And there's Barnes to come away. Barnes works off a screen, under a minute left in this first half. Lewis, if that ball fake looked too good. Well, it was. He's called for the travel. There's been windows of opportunity here for the Cyclones. They've just not taken advantage to this point. Now would be a great time to do so. Ledwith looks inside, and the extra pass made or attempted by McGowan. He was looking for Murphy, but again, it's been that kind of an uphill struggle for the Cyclones. 32-11 the lead for Elmont. The bulk of that coming in a 25-point first quarter. Lewis whipped inside, short jumper rims around by Barnes, and again, another chance for the Cyclones. Driving baseline, using the window. That's a great layup by Owen Mullen. Eight on the game clock, driving inside. No good. Lewis intercepts that long pass. So Southside's got a chance here. 3 seconds left in the quarter. They go to Shannon. Shannon gets past midcourt, pulls up a three off the glass, and no good. What a first half it was for Elmont. The Spartans have a 32-13 lead. You're watching the Nassau Class A boys basketball final on the NFHS network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today. High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today. High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Welcome back to the Nold Athletic Complex on the campus of Farmingdale State College. Dylan Butler here with you, and a dominant opening 16 minutes by Elmont. They've got a 32-13 lead, largely off of a first quarter where they scored 25 points. Leading the way for them, Gus Lewis, number one, with 16 points. That's 3 more than the Cyclones have scored as a team. Javon Santos with 5. 5 is the leading scorer for Southside. That's Owen Mullen. 4 points for Jack McDonald. And the Cyclones have an uphill journey here in the second half if they are able to come back and win their first county title since 2012. Foul called by Quinn Shannon. It is his second. These teams no strangers to each other in the playoffs. Last meeting was February of 2018 in the first round. Elmont won 50-41. They also won back-to-back championship games. A long distance 3 rims out and a foul called underneath. And the foul is against Jack McDonald. He is so frustrated. It is his third. Also apoplectic Jerry D'Angelo, his head coach. Ball pushed out top. John Quinn. And a hold called underneath as Santos tried to drive through. And they overrule it. It's going to be a traveling violation. Cyclones need points, and a lot of them. McGowan. Again, they've got the ability. McDonald puts it on the court. Doesn't get it to fall, and it's chased down by Elmont. Santos back out. 3-point shot, rims out. And there's McGowan. When you get a stop on the one side, especially with the deficit they have, they've got to turn that into points. Scoop layup by Ledwith, no good. Jump ball, it'll stay with Southside. That was McGowan getting down and getting that ball. One of Southside's better defenders. McGowan inbounds to Shannon. Drives, hands off, spinning, back out. Shannon for three. Off the rim, no good. Tap rebound, goes back out. It pinballs around, and it goes to Elmont. Lewis kicks it. Gets it right back. Again, the high man in the first half was Lewis. He was out of control there, and he is called for the foul. For Gus Lewis, it is his first. He's managed to stay out of not really so much foul trouble, but maybe foul warnings. Led with hands off. Foul line. That's good. McGowan. He's got 4. That's his first field goal, though. The other 2 were from the foul line. 32-15, the lead for Elmont. Winner gets Amityville in the Long Island Class A Championship. Amityville has a few titles already. Big rebounds, some contact down low. Here comes Shannon. And again, the opportunity may be there for the Cyclones. He's doubled, tries to kick it back out, turns it over. Santos pushes. Contact, and fouled on his way up. And shooting 2 is Barnes. Ledwith called for the foul. His first. Barnes to the line. First 2 strong. Barnes has 4 points. He has missed his last 3 free throws. The second rims in. Ledwith, hands off to Shannon. Ledwith with the screen. They kick it inside. McGowan forces it. McDonald gets it right back. Just in and out of his hands. Here comes Elmont. Santos looks around. They kick it back out top to Barnes. Great spacing by Elmont. Barnes drives. Lefty layup, no good. Loose ball goes to McGowan. McGowan tries to push, hands off. No, he fakes the handoff to Ledwith. Now he does. Baseline runner, no good. Murphy, a second chance tap, put back, no good. Barnes. So many weapons on this Elmont team. Hot hand first half to that guy, 1 who just handed off. Gus Lewis with 16 in the first half. Driving layup by Barnes. He's got 7, the lead back to 20. Ledwith pulls up deep 2, no good. Lewis, he traveled first. Good recognition as well by Shannon to read that situation. A couple of subs now for Elmont. Rayford back in the game, as is Maldonado. Maldonado checks in for Lawson. As McGowan to inbound. Goes back to Ledwith, and he'll get this important possession. Really, all of them are at this point for Southside. Ledwith, corner, McDonald. Strong power move, and he is fouled on his way up. That was Gus Lewis with the foul, and McDonald back to the line, knocked down both of his first quarter free throws. He had 4. He was saddled with foul trouble. He had 2 in that first half. First free throw is good. McDonald brings athleticism inside for Southside. He goes end to end, he runs, he's hoarse in terms of his conditioning, which is no surprise. Again, he's a Maryland-bound lacrosse guy, a midi. So you know he can run for days. Lewis, corner three. Make it 19 for Gus Lewis. His fourth triple. Shannon, the response. Off glass, no good. Lewis comes away with it. Hands it off. He gets it right back. Fakes the three. Drives. Kicks it down low. Asante. Back iron, no good. And the rebound kicks back out, and Santos wants a reset. Santos drives. The teardrop doesn't fall. He's fouled as he grabbed his own rebound. Push called. And it's the fourth foul on McDonald. He'll go back to the bench as Owen Mullen comes back in. Tough day for Jack McDonald. Santos. Rayford now for three. Rayford's got 5 on the game, his first triple, and that lead now extends to 41-17. McGowan gets on the court. Shannon grabs the ball. A little hop step. What a nice move by Quinn Shannon. His first 2 points. And Southside gets the ball right back. Shannon is Southside's sniper, but he hasn't been able to get those long-distance shots as Ledwith called for the push-off. That is his second foul. 2:02 left here, third quarter. Elmont a 41-19 lead. And so much of that, again, goes to that first quarter. 25-6, end of 1. Three-point shot. It's no good. McGowan grabs the rebound, hands it off to Ledwith. Shannon wants it. Shannon gets it. Three-point shot. Good. And we just said he's a shooter. He's got to shoot. He's got 5 in this quarter. 41-22. Santos, baseline drive, and another foul called against Southside. Third on Ledwith. First free throw is good. That is Maldonado. Had 3 points in that first half. Extends his team's lead to 20. Second rims around, no good. Spartans get that offensive rebound, though, and again, they'll now be in no hurry. Santos drives, finds his way through, no good. McGowan with the rebound. Switches hands, and then he's stripped. Rayford, hands off. Layup is good. Santos makes them pay. He's got 7. And he forces Jerry D'Angelo to call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here off of that 30, but Elmont, again, so many different weapons in this game. They've got 6 different scorers to this point, but again, it's because Gus Lewis is hot, or went hot in that first quarter especially. He's got 19 in the game. And again, the lead is 44-22. There's been a lot of celebration on that bench over the years. George Hollop's team, especially 2016, where they beat Southside in the Nassau A final. They went on and won the Long Island Championship, and then they were crowned state champions as well. That's their only state championship to date. Under a minute left, McGowan underneath, and he is fouled on his way up. Foul by Lawson, his first. And McGowan will go to the line. Against just about every other team in Nassau County, McGowan is a really tough matchup because he can take you outside, but he's got the size and strength as well to post smaller players up as well. Second free throw is good. McGowan has knocked down all 4 of his free throws, and he's cut his team's deficit to 20. 45 seconds left. Santos is stripped. That's Shannon. Spins out of pressure. A great bounce pass led with the finish. When Southside's offense is rolling, it's just so much fun to watch. A lot of cuts, a lot of screens, such a great motion offense. Shannon, an unbelievable effort to save the ball for Nedick. Players everywhere on the ground. The layup is up and in, and Shannon is feeling his head, and play will stop. Lawson will get 2, and the medical staff will come, as will Hollop, which is a class act by the longtime Elmont coach. You see him walking across as well to check on Quinn Shannon, who just dove out of bounds for a loose ball. He's up and good, and hears it from fans of both teams, which speaks to the respect that both programs have. Checking in for Southside is Pericasoli again. 8.4 left. The shot clock is off. Ledwith pushes it. Murphy. Pericasoli. Layup is good. And that's how the third quarter ends. So some positives there for Southside, but again, that first quarter deficit's been so hard for them to climb back from. 46-28 is your score. Elmont has the lead. 3 quarters in the books. 8 to go. You're watching the Nassau Class A Boys Basketball Final on the NFHS Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
We welcome you back to the Knoll Athletic Complex on the campus of Farmingdale State College. Dylan Butler here. We thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network. We already have a girls champion that was crowned. That was Locust Valley, remaining undefeated, defeating the previously undefeated Floral Park Knights. And what a game that was. It came right down to the end, and the fans standing up to our left, the students fans here at Southside, are hoping for a big fourth quarter comeback for their guys, and they've got a big hill to climb. Elmont with an 18-point lead, looking for their third county title since 2016. Barnes kicks it. Lewis pulls it back out to Barnes. They'll just move the ball around the perimeter. They try to penetrate on the baseline, but it's turned over. McGowan forced it. Pericasoli gets over, looks for help. There's McGowan. McGowan double team, bounce pass, Pericasoli. No good. Rebound inside McGowan, his second attempt. Also no good. Ball stays with the Cyclones. Substitution for Elmont. Maldonado back in. He replaces Lawson. Southside had a huge second half to defeat Manhasset in the semifinals a week ago, and they'll need a massive fourth quarter to erase their deficit. Pericasoli back out. McDonald's. Ledwith tries to drive baseline, nearly loses it. It goes to McGowan. McGowan almost lost it as well. Excuse me, McDonald it is. Now it's McGowan inside, and he is fouled. I mean, that's the easiest way you would say that you can try to get yourself back in the game, because when you go to the line, obviously, I'm not breaking any news here, you can do so with no time elapsing on the clock. So with exactly a minute in, McGowan back to the line, gets the friendly roll on his first. He's got 5 free throws. A foul, by the way, or made, I should say. Lewis with the foul, and the second as well. So McGowan's been perfect from the line, and it's now a 16-point deficit. You see the pressure as well. Asante hands it off. It'll stay this way. The one thing that's been a constant here this afternoon at Farmingdale State College is terrific student support for all 4 teams. Locust Valley, Floral Park, huge crowds there. 3-point shot. Santos off the rim, offensive rebound. Pass inside, no good. Asante, another offensive rebound. McDonald rips it down. Pericasoli. Wild shot off the backboard, which leads to a fast break layup by Maldonado. He's got 9. Shannon hands off. Murphy fouled on his way up. Fouled by Asante, his third. Murphy's first trip to the foul line. Jerry D'Angelo calls Murphy, who makes his first free throw, the surprise of the year for us. Said he played about 4 games last year, was like 10th or 11th as a timeout called, a 30, so we'll keep it here to continue about Jake Murphy. Played about 4 games last year, was like 10th, 11th in their rotation, but he put in a tremendous amount of work in the offseason, has gotten so much better from this point last year, has Murphy, so he's earned a spot at extended minutes. In fact, he's been in the starting lineup. He's averaging 19 points a game, an all-county point guard as well, or guard, I should say, is Jake Murphy. Just has a knack to score, gets to the basket and finishes this year as well. And he's also added the 3-point shot to his arsenal. So Murphy will have a second attempt, made his first, and that's good. .16-point lead for Elmont. They've not really had to sweat to this point. You would think if they get it to under 10 with the student support that Southside has, that's when maybe things get a little bit nervy for Elmont. Shannon, again, gets down on the court, wins the ball, and this one will go Southside's way. So Southside has plenty of shooters who can impact the game and really cut into this deficit. So 16 with 5:28 left is not unheard of, and that's the way, again, we mentioned it, that's how you kind of can chip away. Murphy will go back to the line. Foul on Barnes, his first. And Murphy, who just knocked down 2 free throws, will have 2 more attempts. Gets his first. A quiet night for Murphy. He's got 5 as his next shot rims out. Loose ball, where will it go? It's going to go Southside's way. Officials saying it went off of Indefo. Now they'll have a conversation about the shot clock, if it should have reset or not, and it will. Southside fans don't want to remember Casey Indefo. He's the one who had that buzzer-beating putback that is still debated today. That was out at Hofstra for that final. McGowan for 3. And now it's 12, and now they get a little bit louder on this side. Chance of defense go up. Lewis for 3. Rims out. Offensive rebound and put back, though. Those are killers. That was Lawson. Only 4 points in this quarter to this point for Elmont. Murphy in trouble. Still in trouble and gets bailed out as it goes off the hands of Santos. Man, another triple here for Southside would really get their crowd alive. McGowan's got it. Guarded by Lewis. McGowan drives the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, and back to the line goes the Cyclones. This time it's Mullen again. Foul on Lewis, his 4th. So Mullen back to the line. Oh, back rim, front rim, no good. Mullen at 6'2", athletic. He can play the 4, he can play the 5. A terrific hustler, rebounder, just that blue-collar worker for this blue-clad Cyclones team. Knocks down the second, 1 of 2 from Mullen. 13 points deficit. McGowan rips down the rebounds. There's still plenty of time as they now want a little bit of a weave. Murphy, the driving layup, no good, and stepping out was McGowan. With 4:09 left, again, plenty of time for a run here for the Cyclones. "13 points the lead for the Spartans," and it's funny too because, again, just exploding down the court, 25 points in the first quarter, and they've only got 25 to this point since in the next 3 quarters. So taking the air out of the ball really kind of hasn't worked for them. But this explosion by Maldonado, he misses it. When you get out of your rhythm and you're an offensive team that loves to push, it's hard to get back in to that rhythm. McDonald finds Shannon for three. No good. Murphy, loose ball, and now the Spartans can push. Maldonado, hands off. Santos, great look down low. Barnes with the bucket. He's now got 9. And a timeout is called by Southside, and we'll take it with them. 3:23 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching the Nassau Class A Boys Basketball Final on the NFHS Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
And we're back, and we mentioned the crowd before for these games. There's some of the Elmont fans, and again, great support for both of these teams. We saw the same with the girls game as well. We figured probably close to or right around 2,000 people here for that matchup where Locust Valley defeated Floral Park. You'd say probably similar here for this one as well. This gym here for Farmingdale State College, the Division III program, holds about 3,200, but there's fans in all of the sections here this afternoon to watch this one. Contrasting styles. McGowan, hands off. Murphy, a little stutter step, gets it out to McDonald. What a spin move. Back iron, no good. Rebound, put back. Mullen can't get it to fall. Santos, the outlet. And the layup is good by Rayford. Rayford has 7, and it started to look like it would maybe get down as McGowan with the basket. And a timeout called by Southside. That'll be a full, and again, we'll take it with them. So McGowan gets 2 more, but the deficit is sizable. Time not on their side. 54-39 the lead. 2:47 left. You're watching the Nassau Class A Boys Basketball Final on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Knoll Athletic Complex on the campus of Farmingdale State College. 2:47 left. Dylan Butler here. We thank you for joining us. Nassau Class A Boys Basketball Final. The Spartans of Elmont, the top seed. They've got a 54-39 lead. Out of necessity, clearly, Southside having to press. And it was broken with ease by the Spartans. They kick it in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. McDonald gets the rebound, outlets it to Shannon. Shannon pulls it back, gets it to McDonald. Corner 3 by Shannon is good. He's got 8. Again, full court pressure. The lead is 12. Layup attempt. No good. There's contact and a blocking foul called underneath. Foul on Mullen. It is his second. And this sends Lawson to the line to shoot 2. His first free throws of the game. His first is good. He's got 5, and other than Lewis's 19, very, very balanced scoring for Elmont. If they continued on that first quarter frenetic pace, they probably have 5 or 6 guys in double figure scoring. Mullen inside, he is fouled and 1. Foul on Maldonado, his 3rd. And now Mullen has an opportunity at the old-fashioned 3. He converts. 10-point lead. Under 2 to play. Ball goes off of Santos. South side ball. They have chipped away and chipped away. And still, right? 10 points with 1:53. You would say it's doable. It's certainly enough to get George Pollock to call a full timeout. We'll keep it here as we can talk about these guys in their huddle. Were they expected to be here? Where their head coach, Jerry D'Angelo, said, we lost some good experience, all-county players, but they returned some players, all-county with McGowan, 2 all-conference kids with Shannon and McDonald as well. They're all back from a team that lost to Manhasset in the quarterfinals a year ago. The challenge, he said, was getting those other players, the new players, to adjust to new roles. They lost to Roslyn and Jericho to start the league season. He said they got healthy, and since that last loss, it's been 16 wins in a row. He said his team has been playing some good basketball. It's just taken a little bit longer than he expected, but in a lot of ways, he said it's helped during this stretch drive. Don't recall what the highest point was. It was certainly over 20 points because it was 25-6 at the end of the first quarter, but the lead was definitely 20 plus in this second half. So Southside down 10 with the ball. I'll tell you, they are a basket away from their fans just going bonkers. McGowan drives, layup, no good. Their fans want a foul called. It was not, and here comes Barnes. And again, full pressure has to be applied by Southside. And a foul called. It's the 5th on McDonald's. And what hurts there, especially, is that McDonald is a senior. But what an impact he's had on this program. And he hears it from the Southside crowd. He's a captain, a 2-year starter, a 2-year all-conference player. He hopes his run continues, but if it is his last basketball game, he leaves after leaving it all on the court. His future is in lacrosse. He'll go to Maryland for that after this spring with the Cyclones. Shannon for 3. Good! Timeout, Southside. The Cyclones are not dead yet. 55-48 is the Elmont lead. 1:08 to go. We mentioned Quinn Shannon being that sharpshooter, and you can see it there. Great curl, gets out of pressure. He's got, heading into the semifinals, close to 53s made this year. And he's a guy, as we just saw, his coach says he can do something off the dribble. We just saw that as well. A smart defender. He brings a lot of energy. So let's recap here. 55-48 is the score. 108 is left in the fourth quarter. Both teams in the single bonus with 18 fouls apiece. Possession arrow is Southside's way. The Cyclones have one timeout left, and Elmont has 3. Can Southside have a miraculous ending? Back in 2016, they had a lead late, 4-point lead late with 30 seconds left. They ended up losing that game. Defense at Shands, and as soon as Barnes crosses midcourt, he calls a timeout. It'll be a full, and we'll take it with him. So we've got 103 left. 55-48 is the lead by Elmont. The last 63 seconds when we return on the NFHS network. Welcome back to Farmingdale State College. Some nerves on that side and that fan base? Maybe. Again, Elmont jumped out comfortably, 25-6. They were just running up and down the court, knocking down threes, layups. They took the air of the ball from that point in the second and the third quarters. Will it come back to bite them? We'll find out in these final 63 seconds. Lewis with the ball. He gets doubled, hands off to Barnes. And Lewis fouled on his way up. So he'll go to the line. Only his second trip to the foul line. Foul on Mullen, his third. Lewis with 19. His first is perfect. 20 for Gus Lewis. He was the high man in the semifinals as well with, oh, by the way, 20 points in that game too. Make it 21 now. How's that for haul over semifinals and finals? Shannon pulls up for 3. It's good. And Southside takes their last timeout. Shannon was scoreless in the first half. Then he had 5 in the third quarter and 3 3-pointers in this fourth quarter. So he's got 4 threes all after halftime. And how about this now? 57-51 with 51 seconds left. Cyclones, though, now out of timeouts. Their next foul will send Elmont to the line to shoot 2. You mentioned just a moment ago, 2016, Southside out at Hofstra thought they had their county title won. They were up 4 with 30 seconds left, and then a miraculous comeback of Elmont, which was capped by a controversial buzzer-beating layup by Casey and Defo. Southside left stunned. Elmont left elated. Elmont has beaten Southside in the 2016 final, the 2017 final, and in 2018 as well. These teams always seem to meet in the postseason. Off the inbound. Fouled was Isaiah Barnes. Barnes will shoot 2. A foul by McGowan, his 3rd. You can hear and feel the stomping. See, at NFHS, we bring it right into your living room. You could feel the rumble of the student section. First free throw, no good. Second, also no good. Rebound goes to Southside and Mullen. They're down 6. First order of business is to get it past half court. They don't have any timeouts. And Ledwith travels. 37 seconds left. A 2-second differential shot in game clock. So clearly another quick foul is in order. And it's made even without the clock winding down. It's the 4th foul called on Ledwith. And some more free throws for Elmont. And this first one is good. Maldonado knocks it down. The second rims in. 8-point lead. Ledwith. They need to get it to Shannon. He wants it. They just need 2 inside. Back rim, no good. McGowan rebound, loose ball. Shannon for 3. Front rim, no good. And a foul was called, but you get the feeling now, and certainly they do across the way from us, that the comeback will end just shy. Murphy called for the foul, and that's an 8-point lead. The Amityville guys are walking out. They know who their next opponent will be in the Long Island Championship. Santos knocks down his first. He's short on his second. Mullen with the rebounds. It's a 9-point lead. Pulling up was Murphy for 3. And then a quick foul. Southside not ready to concede just yet. It's the 4th foul by Mullen. First free throw is good by Maldonado. He's got 12. And he's got 13. Southside student section, I love it. Responding to the goodbye chant across the way. Started the chant, "Let's go Amityville." 8-point lead with 3.6 seconds left. George Holub calls one last timeout. And he'll bring in some guys so they can get the experience of playing in a county final game. So that's a great job by the legendary Elmont head coach. And Elmont will advance on to take on Amityville. That's a Long Island championship game that a lot of people in the Long Island basketball circles have been waiting for. They've wanted to see it. And next weekend, they'll get that opportunity. It was a great effort by Southside just to come back. And again, such a difficult start of the game for the Cyclones. And Murphy puts up a heave, and that's not good. And Elmont celebrates the Nassau Class A championship. 62-54 the win. It is the fourth county title for Elmont and the third since 2016. Balanced effort by the Spartans, but leading the way, Gus Lewis, 21 points in the final for number one. And again, we harped on it, but 25-6, that lead into the first quarter, that's what helped propel Elmont to this championship. That'll do it here from the Knoll Athletic Complex on the campus of Farmingdale State College. Dylan Butler reminding you the final score. Elmont 62, Southside 54. The Spartans improve to 18-4 and win another county title. We thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network, and we'll see you next time.